Okay. This is a submission for CPPREP4101. This is role play number 2, presentation. So, hi Michelle. Great to finally meet you in person. Thanks for making the time to meet with me today. How's your day been so far?
Good, thanks. Busy as always.
Oh, that's good. I can imagine. So I appreciate you fitting this in, and I've really enjoyed our phone chats, and I'm so glad now we can sit down and go through your investment property. So before we dive into numbers, my goal today is simple, is to make sure you clearly understand what your property is worth in today's market and what options you have and how we can help you get the best result. Does that sound fair?
Yep, sounds good.
Excellent. So just so I have everything clear, could you tell me a bit more about your goals for this sale and what's motivating you to sell?
We're looking to sell so we can buy a development project that we've had our eye on.
That's excellent. Sounds like a great move. Do you have any specific time frame you're hoping to sell to make that happen?
Ideally within the next month or two.
Okay, perfect. That is realistic for Forestfield, especially at the market at the moment. And in terms of price, I remember you mentioning aiming for around 430,000. Is that still your target?
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for.
Okay, great. Thanks, Michelle. So today, what I'll do is I'll show you the market evidence that supports that range, and I'll walk you through the current market conditions and explain what marketing strategies will work best for right now. And we'll discuss the next steps and if you'd like to move forward. So to start with a marketing overview, Forestfield has been steady and it's had balanced activity in recent months. And we're not in a strong seller's market anymore. That's changed, but well-presented homes are still moving quickly if they're priced correctly. So the median sale price sits at around 430 to 450,000, with the average days on market being 30 to 45 days. Now, most buyers are first home buyers and investors looking to get some low maintenance properties, just like yours. So I've pulled together 3 comparable properties just for context. So next door to you, which is 7/39 Edinburgh, that sold for 420,000 a few months ago, which is exactly the same layout, very similar, neat condition, slightly less updated. And you've also got 12 Sussex Road in Forestfield, which sold for 435,000. So that's a similar size and presentation level. And then you've got Unit 3 of 18 Harrison Road, which sold for 440,000. So recently repainted, tidy outdoor area. So based on that, your property comfortably sits within the 420 to 450 or 440 range, depending on presentation and the buyer competition. Does that make sense?
Yep, makes sense.
Great. So your property presents overall really well. Great layout, low maintenance, and strong tenant appeal as it's currently rented. However, a couple of small touch-ups could help us achieve the top end result that we're looking for. So for example, some light internal updating in the living room area, just to do some touch-up painting, freshen it up, might cost around $1,000, and some simple landscaping, pots out the front, tidy it up, around 500, cut some hedges, trim it all up, make sure the backyard looks lovely. And those small investments can make a big difference in buyer perception and also shorten that time frame on the market, and that's ideally what we're looking for if you're trying to get into a new deal.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yep.
Excellent. Any questions for me?
So how much do you think my property is worth to sell?
Okay, so based on those comparables and current conditions, I'd probably appraise your property, probably smack bang in the middle between 420 and 440. So I think that 430,000 is being a realistic and achievable target. So if we make those minor improvements, I'd be confident about achieving that upper range.
That's good. I was hoping for around 430.
Absolutely achievable. So the key there will be presentation and exposure.
Cool.
Yeah. Anything else?
Another agent said they'll charge 2% commission. Will you match that?
Look, that's a fair question. Okay. Our standard commission is 2.2, which includes not just this final sale, but it's a full campaign management, premium advertising, professional photography with a lovely photographer, database marketing, and specialised negotiation strategy from myself. So that 0.2 difference is usually far outweighed by the higher final sale price that we're able to achieve through that proper marketing and buyer management. I'm confident that the extra investment that you spend will translate directly to that final net profit that you get.
Okay, understand.
That's good. You feel good about that?
Yep.
Excellent. Anything else you want to ask? What sort of advertising or?
Yeah, what type of advertising do you?
So look, I'd recommend that we do about a $1,200 marketing package, and that would sort of cover professional photos being taken and a floor plan. Those photos are really key to have a high buyer impact initially, and premium listings on realestate.com and Domain, and social media campaigns targeting the Perth, the Metro Hills buyer area, and also database alerts that we have to our active list of qualified investors and home buyers. So we'll let them know straight away. So that gives the maximum exposure within the first 14 days, and that's when most buyers act.
Okay. And how quickly do you think it will sell?
Well, typically, well-priced and well-presented homes in Forestfield are selling within 4 to 6 weeks. So that's quite quick. In fact, the average time for your property is around 32 days.
Okay.
So with the right marketing, I'd expect a strong inquiry within the first 2 weeks, and then potential offers shortly after, if everything works out well, which I'm sure it will.
Sounds good.
Yep. So how does that sound so far to you, Michelle? Do you feel that aligns with what you're expecting?
Yeah, all sounds fair.
Great. Do you have any concerns about timing, tenants, presentations that we should do?
No, the tenants are cooperative and we can give notice for access when needed.
Perfect. I'll make sure we handle that carefully and maintain a good relationship with the tenant and make sure everything complies with those tenancy laws, especially with her being a shift worker. 48 hours is key.
Yeah.
So, look, I'm confident that we can achieve your target of around 430. Obviously, I'd love to aim higher if we can get there. But with the right campaign, and if you're comfortable, we can move forward today by completing an exclusive agency agreement and preparing photography and marketing schedules.
Yep, let's do it.
Fantastic. So I'll walk you through the agreement. It just outlines the agency's authority to act on your behalf. So the agreed commission and that marketing plan that we discussed. So once that's signed, we can book a photography early next week and hopefully go live within 10 to 12 days. So Michelle, thank you again for meeting with me today and trusting me with your property. I'm excited to work with you on this, and I'll follow up tomorrow to confirm that photography dates, and I'll send through a draft marketing copy for your approval. And if you have any questions between now and then, give me a call.
Will do. Thanks, Ben.
Great, my pleasure. Look forward to working with you.
You too.
Thanks. And scene.